Welcome to the Department of English, Government Postgraduate College, Attock. These online classes have been started on the instructions of Punjab Higher Education Department, Govt of Punjab, Lahore. The prime purpose of these classes is to help students in continuing their studies and preparation for the final exams. By conducting these classes, the students would benefit from the teaching of their teachers in COVID-19 situation. As you know that all the educational institutions have been closed due to the spread of COVID-19. Hence, online classes are inevitable for the smooth flow of educational activities. That is why the government decided to launch online classes for the betterment of the students. In this regard, we hope and expect that you would pay full attention to these classes and would benefit from them as maximum as possible. We also hope that you would do your best to perform in the exams. For this purpose, our department too started the online classes to help you in preparing yourself for the final exams. I'm Abdul from Department of English. Uh, my job is to teach you grammar, that is the paper B portion of the paper, and we have already started the correction of sentences. This is the question of 10 marks in your final paper, in which incorrect sentences are given and you have to correct those incorrect sentences. This question is of prime importance because it can help you in securing more marks, and these marks are very much pertinent and important because exact 10 marks can be got in this question if only 5 sentences are corrected. So I will be sharing the rules and the principles that can help you in correcting the incorrect sentence, and this would not only help you in securing good marks in your graduation, but these rules would also help you in improving your English in general, because the basic purpose of these lectures is to help you in spotting out the most frequent mistakes committed in the usage of English. By knowing these mistakes, you will be able to express yourself in correct English. Hence, it is hoped and expected of you that you would pay full attention to these rules. Further, you are also advised to make notes of these lectures because these would help you later in your preparation for the final exam as well. We have discussed 55 rules of correction so far, in which we have explained the different points and principles related to the corrections of sentences in English, how to spot out the mistake in a sentence, and then the solution, how to correct it. Continuing in the same practice, today we would begin with the rule number 56. And the rule is that how to plus verb first form structure is used when manner of doing is shown instead of ing or first form without to. Uh, when some sentence expresses the manner of doing something, that he knows how to drive, he knows how to write, he knows how to read. This is the manner of doing something. If that structure is used, the correct structure for that is how to plus first form of the verb. And ing or first form without to is the usually incorrect form of these sentences. As you can see in the first example, they know swimming. So this is the way of showing of that how one is swimming. So what we have discussed is that swimming is incorrect. The correct structure for that sentence is they know how to swim. So this is the correct manner of this sentence. Similarly, the next two examples, we can also see them here on the screen. That the first in this page is that he knows to sing. Again, we have to refer to the same rule, that how to structure is used, not just first form of the verb or the ing form. So he knows to sing is the incorrect expression. Rather, he knows how to sing. That is the correct structure for this sentence, because this sentence is actually dealing with the method of showing of that how to sing is the manner of showing something. So this is the correct structure that is used for this sentence. Similarly, in the next example too, she knows driving. Here you also see that driving is the manner of doing something, but it is directly explained with the ing form, which is an incorrect way of writing this sentence. In order to correct this sentence, we need to place how to plus v1 form of the sentence. She knows how to drive is the correct use of this word. Like he knows to sing is incorrect, whereas he knows how to sing is the correct sentence. She knows driving is incorrect, whereas she knows how to drive is the correct sentence for this one. The next rule is rule number 57 for the correction of sentences in English. And the rule says, for the point of time, perfect continuous tense is used instead of continuous tense. If some sentence is dealing with the point of the time, that sentence refers to the point of the time, and this time could be specified or unspecified, whatever the case is, but the point of time asks for perfect continuous tense instead of continuous tense. If the action is simply taking place without the mention of the time, then it is all okay to use continuous tense, the simple continuous tense. But the case would be otherwise if uh, there we find that the point of the time is involved, that the sentence is referring to some time, then that is what that we need to consider, that we have to replace simple continuous tense with perfect continuous tense, whichever the tense is. Like it could be, if that is in present continuous tense, then we have, if the point of the time is there, then we would have to change this into a present perfect continuous tense. And if there is past continuous tense, then it will be changed to the past perfect continuous tense. Similarly, future continuous tense would be translated or changed into a future perfect continuous tense. So let's move to the first example of this sentence. Of this rule, it's raining since morning. So here we can see that since morning is actually referring to the time, because it indicates that some point of time is there, and that's what that we need to consider, and we have to focus on that one. So when the point of the time is there, then we have to replace simple continuous tense with perfect continuous tense. You can say that it's raining since morning. In this sentence, we find out that it is dealing with the present continuous tense, but since morning is the point of the time, then it is incorrect to write this sentence in present continuous tense. Rather, we would change it into perfect continuous tense. So it's raining since morning is incorrect sentence, whereas the correct sentence is it has been raining since morning, because the point of the time is there. That is why present continuous tense has been changed into present perfect continuous tense, so as to enable this sentence to meet the criteria that is required for the sentences in which the point of the time is found in these sentences. So that is the correct way of writing this sentence. Continuing with the same rule, the next example is it is snowing for 2 weeks. Point of the time is mentioned by 2 weeks. It's certainly it is referring to the time. It is pointing out to the time. So that's what we need to consider while translating or correcting the sentence from an incorrect sentence. So it is snowing for 2 weeks. There is point of time with the help of the 2 weeks, whereas we see that it's snowing, which is present continuous tense. But the rule says that if there is the mention of the time, like there is 2 weeks, then we have to change is snowing present continuous tense into has been snowing. That is the present perfect continuous tense. That's what we need to understand in this one. So the incorrect sentence is it is snowing for 2 weeks, whereas the correct sentence for this is it has been snowing for 2 weeks. Has been is used here so as to show the time, the point of the time. Similarly, the next example is they are living in this city for 10 years. So for 10 years is definitely the point of the time, that is asking for the point of the time. So are living is present continuous tense, and the rule says that the simple present continuous tense cannot be used here because the point of the time is there. So that's why that they are living in this city for 10 years is an incorrect expression, whereas the correct sentence that is for this according to this rule is they have been living in this city for 10 years. So this is correct now because 10 years has been used as the point of the time. That's why they are living in the city for 10 years is incorrect sentence, whereas the correct sentence is they have been living in this city for 10 years. And now we move to the next rule, number 58, related to the correction of the sentences. And the rule says that rich, poor, blind, with the definite article the, are used as plural. Hence, they will take plural verb. So this is what we need to remember, that these are the words that they are made plural by adding da before them. So when they would become plural, it is clear that these words would certainly take plural verb in these sentences. Let's look at example number one. The poor deserves our help. You know that poor has been preceded by da, and it has become the plural form of the noun. So with the plural form of the noun, it is incorrect to uh, place singular verb with that one. So deserves is the incorrect form of the verb with this one. Rather, we have to use the poor deserve our help. Continuing with the same example, with the same rule, the next example is the blind faces a problem. So you see that blind has been preceded by da, so it means that it has become the plural uh, subject. So faces is incorrect because it's plural, and in plural we don't use s or is form. So it's simple that we have to replace the plural form of the faces as the plural verb.
It would be face. That's what we need to require in this sentence. Otherwise, it's very much easy. So the blind faces many problems is an incorrect expression because the blind is plural and the plural singular verb cannot be used. So the blind face many problems is correct because face is the verb that is used for the plural one. So similarly, the last example for this rule is the rich plays an important role in solving financial problems. So we see here that the rich is uh, preceded by the, thus making it plural. And the plural, we don't add s or es with the first form of the verb, rather we simply use the first form of the verb. So the rich place you see is highlighted in the red, showing that this is the incorrect use of the verbs or tenses. So the rich plays an important role in solving financial problems is an incorrect sentence, whereas the correct sentence is the rich play an important role in solving financial problems.
This is the end of today's lecture. Uh, I hope and expect that you would have understood it completely, and you would also try to make your notes of these lectures. Uh, if you still face some difficulty in understanding these rules or these rules of the corrections, please feel free to put your question, drop your question in WhatsApp group that has been made for this purpose for the fourth year. Uh, BA fourth year, a WhatsApp group has been established. You can put and you can drop your question there. It would be addressed adequately and immediately. Thank you very much for joining us today. I wish you the best of the day and the best of the luck in your studies. Thank you very much.